Hey there, happy Tuesday. Ha ha, what a beautiful day to be alive. Wow. How many changes can a person go through? Ha ha, I have no idea, but I'm always down for the count. Not my first rodeo. Every day offers a new opportunity to awaken to our sensibility. And today, I am alive and on fire. I have been on some kind of weird sabbatical lately and going through so many changes, I don't even know where to start. But I'm here, I'm present, I'm accountable, and I love you all so dearly. Oh, man. I just love you all so dearly, and I'm so happy to be here. Now, I do have Harry. Harry is my guest today. Now, Harry sent me a message this morning and wanted to cancel on me. Not cancel, but, move it to next week. And I informed him that it's a little short notice and that I already have somebody scheduled next week. So I said, dude, this is how it rolls. We're on. Now, I know Harry was traveling in the U.S. And if I'm not mistaken, today or yesterday, he returned to the UK. He told me that he was off P for 3 days and that he was feeling weary about that, and he wanted to kind of restart himself and start aging and getting his ducks back in a row. Now, so that's all good, bro, but, we're on. So I haven't heard back from Harry. I did leave him a message, and so I'm waiting to see what happens with Harry. But he is scheduled, he is invited, and he is in the queue. So we'll see if he appears. In the meantime, I'm going to go ahead and be present and accountable because so many things have shifted and changed for me radically. Wow. And wow, I don't even know where to begin, honestly. I didn't do a Saturday morning cartoon, which, I love Saturday morning cartoons because, I am a cartoon. And my life is a rodeo. Lately, I have had so many distractions, disruptions, interruptions, processes. But I'm back. I hadn't even written a poem for several weeks because so many things were going on. And I wrote 4 since last night. I posted one this morning. You may have seen it. I don't know. But a lot of things have changed. One of them is that no more girlfriend. Now, this has really become a rude awakening, perhaps, but I'm cognizant, I'm present, I'm good. The one thing I've learned in my life, I guarantee you, is that my pen is my partner. It is my process. And I process the shit out of everything. So, Girlfriend took off on Sunday morning while I was doing a floor in Odessa. Now, this floor became a nightmare. Now, I'm a builder. I've been doing this shit a long, long time, and I retired from it for a really good reason, because I had crippled my body. And my body has been healing. Thank God for urine therapy. I have had more transitions, more health, more healing from drinking my pee than anything else that I can even put a finger on. But this last weekend, I was put to the test. It really was riddling me with distress. Dealing with this floor. Okay, now I do construction. I know floors, okay? I know how to do subfloors. I know how to do laminate floors. I know how to do all this shit. I know how to do this shit. But this particular floor, a nemesis. I had to pull the whole thing up. Now, shy of ripping everything out and rebuilding a complete subfloor, I had to simply restructure the existing floor. Now, this required cutting away a lot. A lot. I had to pull up all the 3/4 inch ply, which was really a test, because the screws weren't backing out. I had to pull with a big bar. I mean, I was really tweaking this shit. But I got it all out. I fell in it. Yeah, I did. This shit was toxic. My eyes were burning. My eyes were like, I was having goop in my eyes. I was having massive headaches. I was having ear problems. I was having everything going on because I was in such a toxic environment. But I know what to do. I actually was in a position to heal myself, and I did. I actually took 2 aged urine baths, 2 gallons in each bath, man, and I soaked, and man, talk about relief like unbelievable. If you've never had an aged urine bath, you're missing something amazing, because aged urine is a healing agent, stem cell enzyme, power. It rejuvenates your body so quickly because the body absorbs this information. It absorbs this energy. It takes it in like nothing else, And so, in those moments, I was in relief. I was. But I experienced some massive cramping. My legs were tripping because of what I was doing. My back, my knees, my hands. Good Lord. I was putting my body through the pressure cooker for 3 straight days. Relentlessly, because I was committed to getting this job accomplished. It was ugly. Even the end result was ugly. My final signature on the product, I didn't want to leave anything but an X. And that's not how I roll. I always leave a really good signature on anything I do because I do have integrity. I take a lot of responsibility for anything and everything that I take on. And, man, this floor fucking gooned me. Really hardcore. So, I was going through the body thing. I was going through the mind thing. I was going through the emotional thing. I was going through a lot of shit. Big time. My life. But process, process, process. Life, like art, is a process. And I know the process. Not my first rodeo. I know how to get back up every single time. I don't care how many times I'm thrown off. I don't care how many times I have detours, bridge out, curves ahead, slippery when wet. Man, I rise like a phoenix over and over and over again. That's why I'm here this morning. I had a tough night last night. I had to get up 3 times just because cramps were locking my legs. I had to get up and just walk. I had to stretch. I had to move. I kept eating grapes, oranges, drinking pee. I was doing everything I know how to relieve the stress that my body was experiencing. And I finally got up at 3 in the morning because I couldn't take it anymore. But I've been a productive mofo. Ha ha! Big time. Big time. And so I'm here. I am present. I am accountable. And look at how clear that shit is right there. Pure gold. Tastes like coconut water. Tastes better than distilled water. Look at how clean it is. Now this is after my body has detoxed and processed. I didn't tell, there's a lot of things I haven't told everybody, okay? But I'm going to tell you some stories because right now I don't know if Harry's going to show up. I don't. But since I got you here and I'm here, I'm going to go ahead and broadcast because that's how I roll. And I know I've been a little MIA lately due to several things. These last 3 weeks have been relentless. I got to a point last week. Actually, it was exactly last week on Tuesday when I had, Teresa Allen. What a gift she is. What a joy to have this person in my life. I so love Teresa. And she's been posting. Ha ha! She's doing fruitarian stuff, man. She's on a roll. This woman rocks my world. She's so on it. What a healing agent she is. What a messenger for the good, positive life. Transformational. So last Tuesday, when I had Teresa on as my guest, man, I was sick in 20 different ways. I woke up that morning. I had squirted, and I mean squirt, 6 times in a matter of an hour, hour and a half. I mean, I thought I was dealing with IBS. I mean, my body was just tripping. I even threw up. But it took me a couple of days to figure out what had actually started occurring for me. I was detoxing. Make no mistake, I was detoxing. Hardcore. And I had been like ODing on diatomaceous earth for like, I don't know, maybe a week or maybe longer. I was doing big, massive, big spoonfuls in my morning pee every day. Yeah, I was doing the turpentine. I was doing all that stuff, just doing all that stuff into my usual daily routine. I think it finally caught up. I do. Because for 5 straight, relentless days, I was pouring out of my ass like nobody's business. I finally got to a point where I kept a bucket next to my bed. One night, 6 times. I soiled so many pairs of underwear, man, it was just making me crazy. Detox is a funny thing, how it works. And I was detoxing in a big way. And this too passed. 5 days. 5 days this went on. So I was doing everything I know how to be present and accountable and stay in the moment. Girlfriend was in the house. Kids were in the house. So I was dealing with another whole level of energy field. I was being distracted. And that's okay. It was all good. It is all good. But girlfriend, she's gone. She left. And I got the word. She called me yesterday. And she told me that it ain't happening. Now, this was a bit of a surprise, certainly. A little shocking. And I was expressive, as always. And discouraged. But I didn't roll over. I didn't die. I didn't drop dead. I just didn't do any of those things. I went ahead and put in the shittiest floor I ever fucking installed in my life. Ever. That shit was butt ugly to me. But you know what? I did it anyway. I just did it anyway. I did what I needed to do, which is what I do. This is how I roll. Anybody who hasn't figured me out yet, good luck, because I haven't even figured me out yet. You think you know who I am? I don't even fucking know who I am. But I do have a clue. You know, I'm not a doctor. I'm not. I am a healer. I am. And the reason I know this, because I've healed myself. I am a healer, and I don't charge a fee. And I have only one patient, and that patient is me. And I have a lot of patience. I do. I know how life rolls. I didn't just fucking land here. I didn't roll off some pumpkin truck yesterday. I've been through a lot, and I'm only getting started. I'm just getting warmed up. I'll guarantee you I'm back on page. I am. People have been asking, lovingly, you know, like, hey man, where's Weedu? Come home, bro. You know, well, yeah, I wasn't far away. I was just processing. 3 weeks, relentlessly processing. And it's all good. I'm a better person today than I was yesterday. I'm a stronger person in this moment than I even know, because I just keep showing up. It's what I do. It's how I roll. I make no apologies. I make no bones. I just simply be. Because what else is there to fucking do than be? Be here now. Be in the presence. The past, history. The future, a mystery. This moment now, a gift. That's why we call it the present. And if you can't be present, where are you? Where are you? Hello? I'll tell you what, I'm here now. I'm right here, right now. And I'm really happy. I am. I'm extremely happy. All these things that occur always are for high reason, high good. This is why we have the lives we have. We are responsible to be at cause, not at effect. If we don't choose cause and we elect effect, you are going to pay a higher price than you really want for the admission to the ride. Me, I like the ride. It's like a roller coaster. I just run with the thrill of it all. I'm one of those people that throw my arms in the air and shout like I just don't care. I just dig the ride. You're going to throw me off this one. Nobody throws me off. It doesn't happen that easily. Just doesn't. Now, I was on the phone prior to coming on live with my dear friend Nancy. And I so love Nancy. Nancy Lee Fox. This is a brilliant, amazing human being. Now, Nancy lives in Virginia. She lives in Floyd. That's where I'm going to have my retreat. Our retreat. A tribal retreat. It's going to be a celebration. This is going to be in the middle of July. The 20th, 21st, and 22nd of July, to be exact. Now, I plan on going to see Nancy. I'm leaving tomorrow. I'm going to spend the next couple weeks in Virginia. I'm on my way to Virginia. Going to chill with my dear friend. And she was sharing with me some of the shit she's been going through. And what I recognize in all of this, and we shared this in mutual understanding, that we're not alone. Her and I are in a parallel universe, and I trust others are as well. There's been a shitstorm going on. I trust that other people are probably witnessing it as well. I don't know how to explain it other than that. But does it define you? Does it actually make you who you are? Or are they just circumstances that actually are part of your experience in the moment? I trust they're just a part of your experience in the moment. It's not definitive. This too shall pass. We all have the opportunity, and we all have the responsibility to show up, be accountable, be something greater than we ever imagined possible. Ever. And I'm down with that shit. Big time. Now, I got some big shout out this morning from Monica. Now, Monica, man, wow. Whew. Monica, shoot, what a gift. She is my hero. This woman has been through the fucking trenches, and she just keeps rising. And she posted some things this morning that everybody should look up and read, because she is so on it. She is a woman of wisdom, experientially and practically. She walks her truth. Totally. My hero. And we just adore each other, and I'm so grateful for the love that we share. It's amazing. And it's been that way for over a year when we first found each other. And she was like an immediate cheerleader. She was going, dude, you're the shit, man. I like what you do. I said, wow, who are you? And I started looking into her and I went, wow, you're the shit, dude. I like what you do. The Mutual Admiration Society. This is how tribes are built. Built on the truth. This is how it's all based. This is where it all develops. This is why I created the High Vibe Tribe and the Peace Global Tribe, because it is tribal. We're all indigenous. We're all wanderers. We're all wounded. We're all children of the light. And all we really, really, really want is to be love. That's who we are. We're just love. And when we own it, we act upon it. We rise to it. Share it. Receive it. Bless it. There's rewards in that. Trust me. Now, I threw out a bit of a somber note on Saturday morning. Rather distressing, I must admit. It was a distress call. And the love that came pouring back, wow. Wow. The love angels flew in. They were coming in flock. And, man, I was fucking moved. Big, fat, and large. Moved. And how did all this develop? How did I find this flock? How did I find these angels? How did I create such amazing people in my life, in my tribe? It's pretty fucking simple. I started drinking my pee. That's it. I started drinking my pee and sharing the experience, and all of a sudden other people started coming out and drinking their pee and sharing their experience. I went, fuck, I'm not alone at all. Now, I've been looking all my life. I have. That's why I was pretty convinced that I had found a real partner. And I did for a moment. It was really lovely. It was a blessing. I don't have any hard feelings. I'm not a wounded person. I dust that shit off. I get up and ride again. Because that's how life works. You can't lay around licking your wounds. You know, if you got a wound, piss on it. Ha! Ha ha! You piss on it, that shit heals faster than you know how. I'll drink to that. We are blessed, my friends. We are richly blessed. We've been given the miracle of life. We wouldn't even be here if it wasn't for our pee. That's how we were born. That's how we were developed. That's how we laid around for 9 months soaking up that beautiful plasma, that beautiful energy, that stem cell enzymes. That's how we were created. That's how we were built. It's time to get back to the waters, man. It is. If you aren't drinking your pee, you're missing out on something profound, something amazing. Now, people might think, that's so weird. Well, I don't give a shit what people think. I think what's really weird is when people are poisoning themselves and relying on doctors to give them pills to relieve the poisons that they're consuming. Well, I think that shit is really weird. Now, we can heal ourselves so many ways. We can eat better. We can think better. We can get in touch with our heart. You know, we may have all sorts of herbs, you know, other modalities. And these are all fine. These are all good. But man, you want a straight shooter? Drink your fucking pee, man. I'm telling you. That's the serious shit right there. That's the straight shooter. Pee gets it done. And it does it so quickly. It just does. It just does it so quickly. You can do everything that you want. But man, nothing cuts to the chase like pee. I mean, it's mind-boggling how quickly and efficiently and effectively it works. It just works. Now, fasting, that works. Dry fasting, that works. Breathing. No, man, don't stop breathing or you're fucking done. Ha ha. You know, we all started out as breatharians, whether we realize it or not. You know, as a species, we are all breatharians. Then fruitarians, vegetarians, became carnivores, became all sorts of ideas. But in true essence, we are no different than all living matter. We're not. We can totally sustain on breath. It is possible. There's a fast for you. Try air. Try sun. Photosynthesis works for the trees, works for the plants, works for many species, works for other mammals and animals, just like bears. They can go sleep for months. No food, no water, no nothing, just sleep. Get up, yawn, stretch. Get on with their life. We're no different. We all have these capabilities. We can all be pure in essence, and we can all be healthy. Ha ha, healing ourselves. What a gift it is. The golden elixir. I like pee because, well, it's mine. I know exactly what goes on there. I know what I'm putting into my system. Even if it tastes shitty, I don't care. Doesn't matter. Oh, what's that white stuff floating around in it? It's good stuff. Ha ha. It's Ormus. It's all good stuff. Don't worry about it. People are always asking, like, you know, what about this? What about that? What? Should I, you know, da-da-da, ga-ga-ga, blah, 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 you know? And I respect. I do. I appreciate. You know, when you're a Nubian, you have lots of questions. I did. I questioned why I was about to start drinking my pee. I was like, am I really going to do this? And yeah, I did. And I am forever grateful. The healthiest choice I ever made. The smartest decision I ever made. And the most important information I ever received. Bar none. And I'm a smart motherfucker, okay? I mean, I do a lot of homework. I've done a lot of research. I've run down so many rabbit holes. You know, I am just shy of fucking brilliance. You know, so what? I didn't know shit. I didn't know shit. As a matter of fact, I had to really unlearn so many things that I did learn because I was misled, misinformed, distracted by a lot of other noise. You want to know what white stuff is? Let's talk about white noise. Our world, full of white noise. Nothing but white noise. News, sports, fashion, celebrity, royalty, politics, religion, wars, bombs, you know, what's Trump tweeting? Who fucking cares? It's a white noise. And it only distracts people from the real important essence of beingness. Be here now. Be accountable. Show up. Take responsibility. Show that you have got the right stuff. Not reliant, not dependent, not looking for some excuse, some answer, somebody to save you. You got one choice. Save yourself. That's it. And if you don't do it, man, if you're waiting for somebody else to do it, you're going to have a long wait. It's just a long wait. Don't work like that. We're all here for a reason. And the more we recognize our own sustainability, the more we recognize our own capabilities, our own healing abilities, the faster we get to the other side. So many people live in, they call it 3D. I call it 2D. It's very flat. It's like reading newspapers. Two-dimensional. I started drinking my pee. I went zoom, zoom. Me, I consider myself somewhere in the fifth and sixth dimension at this point. Completely. And that's not some narcissistic, egotistic bullshit story like, look at me, I got it all fucking figured out. Hey, I told you, I ain't fucking got anything figured out, but I know I am in zoom, zoom. This I know. I do recognize I'm connected to universal mind. I know how much I'm on purpose. I do know that I have a mission. And I am being guided. I trust that. I trust my guides. I trust my instincts. I listen to my body. I keep my third eye open. I trust every moment I breathe. Why? Why not? What else you got? What else you got to do? If you're not awakening to the fact that we're all fucked up, we're all wounded, we've all been damaged, nothing's going to change till you recognize it, till you accept it, till you actually get, to a point of proactive about it. Do something to change that shit. There's no sense of wallowing in shit, okay? And people wallow in shit. Lots of shit. Mental shit, emotional shit, physical shit. There's a lot of shit out there. Got to enemize that shit. Stick a hose where it belongs. Get a checkup from the neck up. Clear the mind. Clear the mind. The mind is the biggest block to our greatness. There's nothing more in the way than how we perceive, what we think about. Because whatever we think about, we bring about. We are the catalyst of change for our own awakening. You rely on somebody else, you're going to be waiting for Godot. Now there's a literal reference, waiting for Godot. Most people won't know what that means. Some might. It's a play, a literary piece of work, all about a couple of guys. They're meandering their time while they're waiting for Godot, the mysterious Godot. And guess what? Godot never arrives. That bus isn't coming. So if you're waiting for Godot, I hope you got a good book to read, because you're going to be waiting a long fucking time. You got to get with the program. You want to see change, be change. That's the way it works. Be the change you want to see in your world. pretty fucking easy. Well, nah, that's not so easy, because then you got to change shit. You got to give up beliefs. You got to change your paradigm. You may not want to be a member of that club anymore. And that one's hard because you paid membership to it for so long. You know, when you've got all the education, when you've got all the certification, when you've got all the validation, hell, you could have been the valedictorian. How fucking cool is that in your pimp robes? But do you really have it all figured out? Do you really know what the fuck is going on? Do you? I mean, really? Do you? I've always been a firm believer that if you got all the answers, you don't know shit. Anybody who thinks they got it all figured out better put on the dunce cap and go to the back of the fucking class and sit in the corner for a minute and meditate on that bullshit, because you got your head up your ass and it stinks up there. If you're not awakened, alerted, and alarmed to the possibility that you have never experienced your greatness, wake up. Your greatness is waiting for you. Give it some permission. Get the fuck out of your way. Give it some permission. And you'll align to something that you never imagined before. Your greatness. And the rest of the world's waiting too. You know, what are you waiting for? Don't be shy. Step up. Own that shit. Be a part of something more important than pettiness, politics, bullshit, false flags. That's the current rumor. Every day is filled with false flags. It doesn't matter what's on the news. Are you shitting me? Just to keep us all fucking distracted. Just give them cake and circuses. Let them roar. You know, home team, my team. That shit is noise. White noise. Big distraction. You really want to find out who you are? Take a deep, deep breath. Go inside. Be willing to look at yourself. See if you can look at yourself without judgment, without fear. Can you do it? Can you actually just look at yourself and go, I love you. I love you. You're important. You make a difference. You mean something. Why do you think there's so much suicide? People are doing this a lot. Disillusionment. They're afraid of what they're looking at. Not willing to really actually cry. Not willing to really hug that wounded child that lives inside. And I can assure you, there's not too many people walking around on this earth that aren't wounded deeply by something. Something happened. And because of fear, there's no willingness to share it, to acknowledge it, to express it or expose it. Because then shame, guilt, other manipulative forms of mind control come into action. And all of a sudden, we're now feeling indifferent, incapable, incompetent. It happens. Happens to a lot of us. And how are we going to change that shit? How are you going to change it? Me, I'm willing to open up every fucking wound I ever had. Let her bleed. I'm willing to look at that shit deep. Because I want to get to the bottom of the fucking deal. I just want to get it done. I want to understand how, why, when, what happened. To fuck me up the way I got fucked up in my life. Do I want to spend the rest of my life the way I lived the rest of my fucked up life? No, I don't. So I'm willing to take that risk. I don't fucking care at this point. I just don't care. I'm willing to take the risk. I'll lay my head on that chopping block every fucking day in every fucking way. Why? Because I have no fear. I want to find out who I really am. And I am a cartoon. This part I know. You know, I had shit thrown at me last week. You know, like, oh, you know, his name's really Casey Calkins. You know, he's using a false name. I don't use a fucking false name. I use caricatures. Weedu Shivambu is a character. Anybody who doesn't understand that, like that was my name at birth? Fuck no, man. I made that shit up because it cracked me up. I thought the shit was funny. Weedu Shivambu, because I drink my pee. It was simple like that. A lot of people thought I was talking about weed. Well, you know, cool. You know, it all works. Doesn't matter. It's just a fucking joke. But people like Weedu. I like Weedu. You know, I can hang with Weedu. Weedu fucking rocks. You know. As a character, that motherfucker rocks. But so does Casey Caban. That's another character. Somebody had branded 16 years ago because, hey, I'm an artist. I'm a performer. I'm a writer and a filmmaker. I chose a handle. It had nothing to do with my name. My name is my name. I'm a legal citizen. I have a driver's license. I'm on Social Security. I mean, you know, like really, you know, it's not like I'm hiding somewhere. I mean, I live in a trailer, for God's sakes. I don't have an electric bill, but I pay a lot for fucking gas and propane. I have to bring water in by the gallon, and I shit in an outhouse. Haha. But does that define me? Does that make me who I am? No, it's just how I roll. It's just what I do. That's all. I know how to survive. People think they're going to throw shit in my way? Make me out to be something I'm not? Good fucking luck on that story. Haha, good job. You think you're going to deface me, discredit me, you know, make me out to be some, you know, something? Good luck. Because nobody is more transparent about me than me. I'll be the first one to admit it. Ask me anything. I don't fucking care. Ask me. I'll tell you the truth. I got nothing to hide. Nothing. Now, I certainly maintain a certain posture and disclosure. I don't always spill all my candy in the lobby. But that's just prerogative. I just, you know, there's certain things that I don't need to share everything always, in every moment, although I share a lot. But even with that kind of discernment, the shit still flies, still comes back and bites me in the ass. That's life. That's life. You think you're going to hide and protect yourself? Don't work like that. Life does not work like that. You got to own your shit. Everybody has to own their own shit. I can't own your shit. I'm doing the best I can with my shit, and I got shit. No doubt, I got shit. But I've learned how to animize that shit. I have. I just have. I do. Every day. I just process. That's why I write. So I do what I do. I even told girlfriend, I said, I'm a writer. I'm very transparent. I always tell what's so. You understand that. She goes, yeah. I said, well, good, because I reveal myself. That's what I do. Now, I was recently encouraged after posting, by a couple of dear hearts, and I appreciate their insights and their point of view, suggesting that I shouldn't be so public with my private. And I appreciate that. That's insightful. But a little late for that. It's a little late for that. My shit's all over the place. I got 400 fucking videos in a little over a year. I think I've told an awful lot, A little late to do any redaction. I'm just getting started, man. I am. People ain't seen shit yet. I'm just getting warmed up. I'm just really starting to pump the pump. I'm priming it. I'm getting ready for my greatness. I'm working at it every day. I'm clearing. That's why I do what I do. I'm just clearing. Getting rid of all the debris. And I don't know if I'll ever have it all cleared. I have no idea. Perhaps, maybe. But I'm willing to keep processing it, no matter what. Because what else am I going to do? Hide out? Tell you fabricated stories? If I really, I'm a writer, okay? Let me tell you something. My nonfiction novels are far more fucking entertaining than fiction novels because they're real stories. I didn't have to make this shit up in my head. I didn't. That's why I have no trouble in recall. And I have a memory that won't go away. Some people think that's brilliant, and I do too. Sometimes it seems like a curse, but it is what it is. I have a memory that won't go away. I can pull stories all day long, and I got thousands. In the near future, I'm going to go collect my archives. I'm going to be heading to Washington in May. And so I'm going to get my mainframe computer back. I'm going to get all my archives. I'm going to get my stories back in my possession so they're not just sitting there being coveted in the dark, being protected the way I left them. I'm going to pull them out. And I think I've already mentioned more than once that Teresa Allen, I love that woman. She's just awesome. She's got so much brilliance. And she is an artist. Like, wow. Her renderings, her abilities are just fucking awesome. And we're partnering for the next book I intend to publish, which is my Nicholas Nosey stories. Now, here again, this shit goes back 1996, so we're looking at 22 years ago I started this process. Patience, process. You know what? They're timeless. I think people are going to dig them. They're genuine stories. And Nicholas is me. Nicholas Nosey is my alter ego. Just another cartoon. just another character. Always asking questions, always looking for new information, always just sorting through so many things to see if we can learn something new. That's how I roll. That's what I do. So, I've been holding space here. Harry bailed on me. That's obvious. I don't hold it against him. Harry's weary. He's just spent all this time in the U.S. That'd be weary on anybody. I'm sure of that. And, it's all good. I'll reschedule with Harry because I have so much love and respect for Harry Matadine. If you don't know Harry, you should. Harry is a live wire. This brother is willing to explore anything and everything, always, endlessly, relentlessly, and post about it to just have it up and on and going and going and going. He is an Energizer bunny. This guy's for real. And he is a brilliant young man. I have nothing but love and respect for Harry. So I give him the space. I filled the space. Just seemed appropriate. I just figured, well, okay. Here it is. Here I am. Live. What are you going to do? I had a commitment to go live at noon CST. And I keep my commitments, no matter what. Regardless of what anybody else does, says, behaves, doesn't matter. I keep my end up, always. I keep my end of the deal, because that's just who I am. I had a compliment, actually, from a YouTube subscriber recently, that I've had a couple of compliments in my life that were really, I don't know, they were just like, they really were amazing to me. And this brother said, there's not a disingenuous bone in your body, bro. I went, wow. No, that's quite a statement. And I thanked him because that really meant a lot to me. It did. And another one was from a restaurant owner where I used to do shows when I had the Sedona showcase and I was working in Sedona. And his name was Johnny, Italian. And he told me one day, he came over, he visited me when I was on the Peacock Ranch. And he brought a couple bottles of champagne and ice and stuff. He just wanted to hang. And I thought, wow, this is pretty amazing. Nobody ever came to hang with me when I was at the Peacock Ranch. I was there for 3 years. I had 3 visitors or something, and I was only 15 minutes out of Sedona. I might as well have been in Siberia. But Johnny came over that day, and he said, how did he word it? He said, you have more integrity than anybody I've ever met. I think that was what it was, something like that. He said, you have more integrity than anybody I ever met. I thought, wow, that's pretty interesting. And again, I'm humbled by these ideas, how I'm being viewed. I get viewed by people all over the world at this point, and I so welcome, and I love everybody. I do everything I know how to just constantly show the love and appreciation that I receive. I just love everybody, I do. And, I'm just me. I'm just being me, doing me, making it up as I go along, doing the best I know how to show up, be accountable. And the amount of love that people show me And the graciousness in their compliment and comment is just humbling, really, in a big way. And I thank everybody for that. It just means the world to me. I mean, up until, this last year, I'm pretty lonely. Well, not lonely, but alone. Didn't have, I just didn't really have a community. None. I just walked my path. That's all I did, day in, day out. But now I have a global community, a world community. Global's just not the word I really, it's not global. But it is a world community. And I appreciate it. I do embrace it every day. It humbles me beyond belief. I read every comment. I respond to every comment. I want people to know that I'm listening and that I hear you and that I love you and appreciate you. Absolutely. It's all in such a divinity, it's just a divine order. We are in a massive shift. Big time. It's happening. The shift is happening. And we're in this together. We don't have to feel isolated. We don't need to be alone. The shift is happening. And it is a collective consciousness. It's happening. And we're all in it. It's totally tribal. And all we have to do is show up. Be accountable. Celebrate. Share the love and the gift that you are. That's what is required of you. Just show up. Be accountable. Share the gift that you are. It will be received. It will. People really want to share love. That's what they want to do. It's worthy. It's healthy. It's necessary. It's timely. And if not you, who? If not now, when? It's pretty simple stuff. We all qualify. Every single one of us qualify. To be love, to see love, to share love, to give love, and receive love. What a lovely idea, huh? I think it's a lovely idea myself. I love love. I do. I'm one of those hopeful romantics. That's how I found myself engaged in the recent experience, because I just hold that kind of space in my heart. I do. And I look through my life, that's how I've always held it. But I have a lot higher level of integrity than I've experienced in my past. I had limits to my integrity and my ability to show up in the way I show up anymore. This is the way I show up now. And I work at it every day. It's just how I roll. It's what I do. And I feel good. I am. I'm feeling good. I'm feeling happy. Life is a blessing, and I accept the blessing. So, I think I've done my sermon for the day. I don't have a soapbox out in Union Square. I just have a pea stand. Free PA'd. It's all good, man. Let's just know this moment together. Sharing good cheer. This is so pure right now. And that's what I've been streaming. I looped so many times this morning. It was crazy. On my walk, I stopped 3 times and filled up my little, my collapsible cup, 3 times on my walk. And it just kept coming out pure and pure and pure. So I know that I'm in the transition. I know it. I can feel it. A new day has dawned. Speaking of Dawn, hi Dawn. I love Dawn. Dawn's down in New Zealand, and she is a gift. She comes from a really remarkable tribe. She's a beautiful person. Yeah. Thank you, Dawn. And I love all of you. I mean, I've been pretty focused and on a roll here, so I haven't even been looking at comments, and I know there's been plenty of them, and I appreciate people being here. I do. And I just felt like it was time to say some things. And since Harry bowed, I figured I'd fill the space since I miss my cartoons. And I love my cartoons. And I'm going to be doing cartoons this Saturday. I'll be back doing cartoons. And I'm going to be doing cartoons from Floyd, Virginia. And I'm going to be in Floyd, Virginia next week and the week after. I actually plan on spending the rest of the month hanging out there with Nancy and, playing in her garden and talking about our July celebration and doing some, strategizing and planning. And and then I'm going to take it from there. But I'm thinking about doing a little bit of extra road tripping before I do more road tripping. I'm getting ready for some serious road tripping. And when I leave Virginia, I might go a little bit north. There's some beautiful people I'd like to go see in Pennsylvania, in Ohio. There's peeps out there. And then I'm going to come back here, regroup. I'm going to go to see Teresa in Joplin. And then I'm going to head north by Northwest. Sounds like a Hitchcock film. And I'm going to go through Montana. I hope to see Tim. So I got some peeps that I want to see, give hugs to, spend some time with. That's my intent. So over the course of the next Texas, that's going to be a little later. Thank you for asking, though, Gil. Because I did Texas last year. I did a whole southern. I'm about to do some northern. I got some northern, and then I'm going to head down from Washington into Oregon, do some see some peeps in Southern Oregon, then probably cut across and check in with some folks in Nevada, Utah, Colorado. That's kind of my intent. That's where I'm planning at this point. But we'll see. The big thing is, now here's the thing, okay? It all has to do with resource. I mean, it really does. I mean, I can only go, it's Jill, not Gil. Okay, Jill. Okay, thank you. Okay, thank you. It's about resource. In order to go anywhere, it requires gasoline. Gasoline requires some dough. And I have limits to the amount of dough that I can flow. So I just make it up as I go along the best way I can. So I'm willing to put a lot of road miles down as long as I can keep gas in the tank. That's really what's required. That's what's more important than anything. If I want to do the road show, I got to be able to put gas in the tank. That's all. I don't require much. I'm pretty simple. Really I am. I keep my life real simple, real basic. I'm non-materialistic. I'm not a big consumer. I just get and use what I need. That's how I roll. So that's how it all works. So if you'd like to see me in your neighborhood, keep all these things in mind. It's just how it works. It's how it rolls. So, yeah, I think I'm going to go ahead and wrap this up because I've had a lot of fun today. And I really love all you guys. I really do. I thank you for joining me and, hanging. And, okay. So, see, now people are getting truthful because Jill just said it's her alias. She's really Deborah. See, the truth comes out. Yeah, my PayPal is definitely there. PayPal.me/Weedu. Always ready for any any donations. It just helps me. It does. And I'll guarantee you this last this last little ride on the rodeo depleted all my resource. It did. Because I was projecting. I went through all of my food benefits in a matter of a couple of days because girlfriend had food benefits coming in, and we were going to share some resource, but she's gone, and I spent all my cash. So here I'm in the middle of the month, and I got like $4. And but I got fruit. I got pineapple and papayas, and I got some fruit. I got resource. So, and when all else fails, I always got my golden elixir. I got my pea. My pea is always with me, so I'm always full of nutrients. And it tastes so good. So I love you guys. I do. This has just been a real honor, a real privilege, and a real pleasure. And I really appreciate you. So thanks for hanging out. Thanks for putting up with me. I appreciate everybody. I really do. I know I'm kind of a piece of work. And I'm just a work in action. So, yeah, I'm going to wrap it up. I'm going to go ahead. Again, I don't know what happened to Harry. I love Harry. I'm not tripping on it. We'll get Harry back, when Harry's restored. We'll get Harry back. And then next week, though, I have Danielle. Ooh, an angry face. Oh boy, an angry face. Danielle Graham. Danielle Audrey Graham. I met her at the symposium last year, and Danielle is really a remarkable woman. She's overcome MS. She's got quite a story. And she agreed to come and hang with me. So she's going to be on the Oracles next week. And then, guess what? Monica Shoot. She's rescheduled, and we're going to be on May Day. How perfect is that, right? And so Monica's all... my PayPal, Carol, is paypal.me/Weedu. Weedu. And so, yeah, Monica, wow. And Monica and I are pretty consistent in our communication. We really do love each other. We just adore each other and respect each other in such big ways. And so I've been waiting. She was really on the top of my wish list when I started the ORIN Oracles Live. I had her right at the top of my list of, her, Dave Moore, different. I mean, I had a lot of people. I wrote down like, oh gosh, maybe 30, 40 names when I first was in the development of this idea. And thank you, Carol. And so here it is. She's coming. And if you don't know Monica by now, boy, are you in for a real treat, man. Monica is the shit, dude. This girl, man, she rocks my world. She does. Endlessly, always. She is just amazing. And so we're going to have a real fun time on May Day. And so, yeah, we got things coming up. And also keep in mind the Water Life Symposium. I constantly share that because it's a very valuable and important resource to really connect with amazing people. And that it will be in September in Las Vegas, the September 21, 2, and 3, the Westgate Resort. You can go to waterlifesymposium.com to register, and it's only $35. You got to pay for your other things. I mean, but $35 for the event is pretty reasonable. Anthony doesn't make any money off of the symposium. It actually costs him and several other people that donate a significant amount of sponsorship to make the symposium happen. So they give a real gift, big time, to create the space for us to get together and have group hugs. And drink, pee, and be happy. So, with all that being said, I love you all so dearly, and thanks for hanging with me today. I needed this today. This is what I needed. So, I'm just glad you all could come and give me a big group hug. I do appreciate it. So with all that being said, keep your peace together. Always love yourself. Give yourself big hugs. Hug anybody you can. Hugs are really healing. They're really healthy. And they do everybody a lot of good. And so, boom! Ha! Ha! Y'all just been loved. Bye-bye now.